Good afternoon, everybody. It is, or good evening, good morning. It's Steve Luckner with Agenda Free TV. We are here to bring you some live coverage. Israel has been launching airstrikes in recent minutes on the ancient city of Tyre, Lebanon. So we have a couple cameras here from Tyre. I want to get the other one on the screen. That is not what I want. That is Google. But I'm going to get the other one on the screen right now. There's the other one for you. That is going to be Tyre, Lebanon. If I can get the... Now what? What I'm going to have to do, you're going to have to bear with me for about 45 seconds. I need about 45 seconds so I can... the picture is going to freeze. The picture's going to freeze, and then in about 45 seconds, I'll have the video again. So sorry for the delay, but it's just the way I need to do it. I got to fix something here. So, it's kind of a, decided I'd do just a kind of a late night update stream here. But some really striking videos, some big explosions there in Tyre, Lebanon. Israel had ordered evacuations of a large part of the city there a couple hours ago. And they have been conducting strikes in the last, I don't know, half hour, I'm not sure. But I wanted to just bring you an update. We have a couple cameras there. So if you give me about maybe 30 more seconds, I should be able to get the video back up for you. Hang on, I just needed to fix something here. So thanks for your patience. While I do this, okay, there's that. There's this. There is, oops, it's going to look a little strange here. All right, give me one moment. I'm just about there. I am just about there. Hold on. Just getting it fixed up here. Boom. Boom. Ugh. Okay, all right. I am about to go live again with video. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Oh, sorry, I'm just, maybe because it's late, I'm just messing everything up. Let's try this one more time. Okay. It's obviously not Google. I don't want to show you Google. Give me a moment. I'll get you the other camera from Tyre right now. There. Okay. You are looking at Tyre, Lebanon. Give me a moment, guys. I'm kind of just getting set up here. Kind of got on the air pretty quick, so I got to set up a couple things. This is the ancient city of Tyre, Lebanon. About 10 miles north of the border with Israel, and Israel issued a large evacuation order there a couple hours ago, and they have started carrying out strikes in Tyre, Lebanon. I think they're having some issue with the video from there. Kind of both of the videos kind of keep coming on and off. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what we can see. But there have been some big blasts there. Obviously, it's not Beirut, it is Tyre, Lebanon. So I want to fix that. Okay. Let's see what ends up happening here. Oh, sorry, this is messed up. That's better. If I get, well, I can't do it right now, but maybe I'll post a couple videos in the chat of the previous strikes. R.A. Clark says one of the great cities of the Phoenicians. This is a historic city, Tyre, Lebanon. Reuters says Israel bombs historic port city. Uh-oh, I don't like that. Where did our picture go? Give it a second. Both I don't know what the situation is there, but both of these feeds are kind of coming in and out. So right now we have one of them. I don't know what happened to the first one. We'll see what happens. In a second, I'll make this one big. And we'll wait till we get the other one back.
الكات خليني ورا. يلا ثواني بدي احط الكارت.
Reuters reports Israel began to bomb the UNESCO-listed. UNESCO is they have a World Heritage List. We're having some issues with it.
أنا قدامي الكاميرا. يلا. أنا قدامي الكاميرا. يلا.
UNESCO has a World Heritage List of areas and landmarks with cultural, historical, or scientific significance. UNESCO is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. So Reuters says Israel began to bomb the UNESCO-listed port city of Tyre today, roughly 3 hours after issuing. Oh wait, we got the other footage back. Roughly 3 hours after issuing an order online for residents to flee central areas. Huge clouds of thick smoke billowed above residential buildings. We got the other shot back. Hopefully they can fix their sound on the top shot.
وأيضا أغارت طائرات الحركتين هذه إلى جانب حي الآثار وديب حي حيرام وأيضا حي شرف الدين.
I'll get you some more information on this. Give me a moment here. Again, sorry for the sound cutting in and out. It's just kind of the way it is right now.
هذه المنطقة التي تم استحداثها منذ حوالي ساعة إلى الآن ب4 غارات حتى
So about 3 hours ago, the Israeli Defense Force said, where is it here? I'll post the link in the chat for the evac warning. But about 3 hours ago, Israel said they told people in Tyre, Lebanon, in a big part of the city, you must immediately move out of this area because Hezbollah's activities force the IDF to act against it forcefully. I'll show you the map that Israel posted, actually. Hold on, I'll show you this. Look at this. I'll show you the evacuation map that Israel posted. Hold on, I got to get this smaller. See there? So in the red, if you're in the red, you're supposed to leave. Actually, let me move this. What did I just do? What did I just do now? Hold on. I'll get that back up there in a second. Yeah, it's a big area. It's a big evacuation area. Let me put that up there again for you. It's many blocks, a big part of the city. People are told to get out. See that right there? Look at that whole part of the city there. Yeah, they're having a lot of trouble with their audio there. I might turn it down a little bit until they get their audio fixed. Sorry about that. Anyways, so we'll see what happens. There have been strikes so far. We'll see if there are any more, but it's quite, sorry for the lack of a better word, it's quite striking to see these strikes going on in Tyre, in the ancient city of Tyre, Lebanon. So again, just wanted to give you, do some kind of extra coverage of this while it's going on. By the way, thanks for being here at this late hour / early hour. Thank you, Beth Mythical, who's over there moderating on YouTube. Thanks, Linda Belkin Larry, for moderating on X. Thank you to Surly Dev for moderating on Twitch, and also thanks for subscribing Olaninho HS on Twitch, and thanks for your support on over there, Quacklin, PZ Papa Zulu, Josh Shakalaka, PZ Papa Zulu, and Berenico. Thank you. All right, we might have lost temporarily that shot. It says stand by. Oh, that one says stand by. They're trying to get the shot back on the AFP shot. So we'll stay with that one. I can make the other one bigger in a second. They're trying to get the shot back. Thanks, Beth Shepard, for moderating on Facebook. I appreciate it. Well, while we're waiting for them to get the other shot back, we'll make this one bigger.
للمقاومة. طبعا هذه فقط ذريعة يحاول الاحتلال أن يعتمدها في سبيل القصف والتدمير والقتل الممنهج لكل وسائل وأساليب الحياة في هذه المدينة. يبدو أن العدو الإسرائيلي لا يهدف فقط من الحرب إلى التقدم بريا، هو يتطلع إلى ما بعد الحرب، هو يتطلع إلى قتل وسائل الحياة في كل هذه.
Let me get you maybe some reporting from Lebanese media.
جعل تلك المنطقة كأرض محروقة ابتداء.
Yeah, there have been a number of strikes already.
والتراث الكبير في هذه المدينة وخصوصا لأهالي مدينة صور، لأهالي هذه البلدة الذين يعيشون تفاصيلها ويعيشون يومياتها ولم يتخلوا الحربية حسب الخرائط التي نشرها الدروعي.
I'm going to show you also a video of a strike in Tyre. I can't show it to you. I'll post it in the chat so you can see it from a Lebanese news outlet.
بشكل واضح حين يمر من فوق رؤوسنا متجها إلى الهدف الذي ينوي تدميره بشكل كامل، إن كان من المباني أو إن كان من الشوارع المحيطة بتلك المباني. طبعا فور إصدار أفيخي الدروعي للتحذير قامت العديد من الجمعيات الموجودة هنا.
Oh, we got the other shot back. We got the other shot back. Hold on. Here we go.
ودعوة المواطنين الذين تبقوا في المدينة للمغادرة فورا حفاظا على سلامتهم، طبعا لأن العدو الإسرائيلي لا يميز أبدا إن كان يوجد مدني في هذه المنطقة أو إن كان لا يوجد. فورا توجهت هذه الفرق، دعت الناس للمغادرة، الناس غادرت فورا هذه المدينة، توجهت بالطبع إلى منطقة يعني قريبة من مدينة صور لأنها لم تستطع الابتعاد كثيرا لأن الاعتداءات الإسرائيلية تطال كل القرى وكل البلدات والمدن اللبنانية، وهي تهدف وبشكل واضح لقتل أسلوب الحياة، لوضع مزيدا من الضغط على بيئة المقاومة في هذه.
But this is a large part of this city that is under evacuation order that was sent out about 3 hours ago.
في صور هذه المدينة التي تشهد اليوم على كما أشرت قتل ممنهج واعتداءات عنيفة 4 غارات شارع.
Thank you, Mayuri Sayan, for your support.
أيضا تعرض لغارات الإسرائيلية عنيفة هذه الحصيلة حتى هذه الساعة من هنا من مدينة صور، وبالطبع نحن أمام مشهد يتكرر، لذا سنكون معكم خلال هذه النشرة على الهواء فور حدوث أي اعتداء إضافي على هذه المدينة. سأبقى على الاتصال معكم لموافاتكم بأي جديد.
I don't know how many people are still in Tyre right now. I had read that some people had fled to Tyre, but I don't know how many. I mean, Tyre, there were a bunch of strikes, like right when this all started, what was it, a month ago or something? Like I remember the first day that Israel launched all of those airstrikes on Lebanon, and there were a bunch in Tyre. But there have been some on and off, but nothing like, I mean, this kind of mass evacuation of a large part of the city. Haven't heard of anything like this. And again, you can see this map here. I mean, look at it. This is not one building here. This is a large part of that city under evacuation order. And people told to just get out. Reuters says tens of thousands of people had already fled Tyre in recent weeks as Israel steps up its campaign to destroy Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, both close allies of Iran. The port is typically a bustling hub of the south, with fishermen, tourists and even UN peacekeepers on a break from deployments near the border, spending time there by the sea. But Israel's evacuation orders for the city this week have for the first time encompassed swaths of the city leading right up to its ancient castle. I don't know what Israel is planning on. Are they planning mass airstrikes? I don't know why they're evacuating that much of the city. Normally, Tyre, a bunch of its economy comes from tourism. You can see the beach there. The economy of Tyre depends mostly on tourism, actually, according to Wikipedia. Tourism, contracting services in the construction sector. And so tourism is one of the major parts of the economy there. Not the only part, but one of the major parts. It is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, says Wikipedia. One of the oldest continuously inhabited cities of the world. The city was added as a whole to the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites in 1984. In the city itself, before a lot of people left recently, had a population of 60,000. The urban area about 200,000. So, you know, is a bunch of this city going to be destroyed in airstrikes? I don't know. But Israel ordered these evacuations about 3 hours ago. In the last hour or so, there were some strikes, and we will see what happens. Dingier Pillow says it would be a real shame if it does. I don't know where the... I'm trying to find out like where the oldest part of the city is. Try to look it up. I'm reading online. Almina area is the oldest part. It was an island area, but connected by a causeway built by Alexander the Great. I think the oldest part, if I'm reading this right, is maybe on the end there. In the map on the left part, like here. Maybe outside the evacuation area. I'm not sure if it all is though. But that is a large evacuation area. That is a large number of buildings in that evacuation area. I pulled it up on Google Maps and I'm looking at that area on Google Maps. Like a satellite shot, and it is again a large number of buildings. It looks like dozens of buildings, no joke, like dozens of big buildings. You know, normally when Israel does an evacuation order for like Beirut, they will have the red square or the red rectangle over a building, and that building gets destroyed. Well, now the red rectangle or the red shape, the evacuation shape is over. I mean, this is a lot of buildings. it's dozens, it's several dozen buildings, several dozen big buildings. I'm looking at it right now on the map. It's I mean, I'm just looking at the map right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like over 100 buildings. I'm not kidding you. It's a lot of buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 15, 30, 40. Well over 100 big buildings in that red area. It looks like to me. Wow. If you go to Google Maps and you look it up, you'll see how many buildings we're talking about. It is a lot of buildings. You know what? Maybe I can show you real quick. I don't want to miss anything on the live shot, but maybe I'll try to show you real quick what this evacuation area consists of. But it's enormous. All right, really quickly here, the evacuation area, it's basically, it's all of this, it's everything in here, and it's like, I gotta get here, I'll get my pen out so I can draw it for you, but it's really big. I'm going to draw on it so you can see what it is. This is my rough estimate. So I hope I'm getting this exactly right. If it's not exactly right, it's close. By my estimate, eyeballing it, I believe that is the evacuation zone. Hold on a second here. You're seeing too much here. So look at all the buildings in there. I mean, I don't even know if you can make them out, but those are big buildings, a lot of those buildings. See all the buildings? I mean, you can barely make them out, but that's the evacuation zone. That's where the red is entirely covering that. You know, so like I said, when they issue one of these for like Beirut, normally there's like one building in red. Well, we're talking about blocks and blocks and blocks. And, you know, I might have been off by a block or something like that, but that's was my best eyeball guess of what the area is. Anna says, makes me think there's an arms depot down there. Yeah, I don't know, but that's an enormous area. And they've already done some strikes, but I saw a few strikes before I came on here. The warning was given, I want to say about 3.5 hours ago. I'll pull it up here again. I need to pull it up here again. The warning was sent out. Sorry, I had it here, and it was sent out about 4 hours ago. About 4 hours ago. And it said, yeah, the streets are Al-Hiram, Jafar Sharaf al-Din, Abu Dib, and Al-Athar Street. It says, Hezbollah's activities force the IDF to act against it forcefully, as it does not intend to harm you. You must immediately move out of the area marked in red and head north of the Awali River. Anyone who is near Hezbollah elements, facilities, and combat equipment is putting his life in danger. Bebop and Rocksteady thinks View 2 is facing the target zone, is facing the evacuation zone. That's what Bebop and Rocksteady thinks. I can't confirm that myself. Thank you, Bebop and Rocksteady. Thank you all. I appreciate that. Thanks to Top Frag and Don Singleton, our new member, Clonk, our new member, Peter. Thank you, Peter and Mel, and for your support. We're bringing you live coverage of this. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. They did a few strikes. Maybe they won't do any more strikes till tomorrow. Can't tell you. I mean, seems to me, given that they've given such a big evacuation order and said you have to leave immediately, that's an enormous evacuation order, that I'm guessing there's going to be some more strikes, but we'll have to see what happens. Oh, is there something wrong with the chat with like members only mode or something, Murph said? If so, that's just an accident. I just got on the air really fast. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm fixing the chat. The chat was accidentally on members only mode. Sorry about that. Thank you. Thanks, Murph, for letting me know. It was just a mistake. I just rushed on the air to try to get on the air as fast as I could. Yeah, sorry about that. It was just a mistake. I'm going to say well, I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah. Let's see. This person, Bisan, I follow, who's with Amnesty International, said that civil defense teams were driving through Tyre this morning with megaphones, making sure people had heard the evacuation warning. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put another video in the chat of strikes, of a strike in Tyre from earlier. There were strikes in Tyre, like the first day Israel really ramped up things, like a month ago or whenever it was. And there have been some strikes in the area on and off, but never this kind of huge evacuation order, this enormous evacuation order this morning. Mr. Foley says both cams are facing the evacuation zone. There have definitely been strikes on the camera 1 was on before camera 2, and before I got on the air, there were some strikes on camera 1 that I was seeing. I'll post, FJ posted a couple videos of strikes there from earlier. But this is a historic city. One of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, according to Wikipedia. It is on the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. So I just decided to come on and do some coverage of it as this was going on. We'll see what happens. It's possible that not much will happen, and we won't see that much. We'll have to just see. I mean, I think eventually there's going to be a bunch happening, because when Israel issues those evacuation warnings, in my experience, they follow up on them, and they destroy what they say they're going to destroy, or they take action. I don't remember them issuing the one like this, though, with this size of area under evacuation. Hey, thanks so much to the Shark. Thanks to Shark. Sorry about that. You can send feedback to YouTube if you'd like. That I don't have control over, but I really appreciate that, to Shark. Thank you so much for your support. Also, Emma Jane, our new member. Spitfire Chef, our new member. Spitfire Chef 821. There weren't, before I got on the air, what made me come on the air is I started seeing some strikes. You could definitely see them and hear them on the camera on shot 1. But I didn't see so many that I was like, oh, well, that's it. It sort of seemed like an initial burst of them. Also, I think the reason that we have these cameras from Reuters and AFP is because they're aware of the evacuation order. And again, I'm sorry, there's audio difficulties going on with one of the videos. And I just, with the stream, I didn't even call it like Middle East conflict. This stream is about this particular story. After this stream, I'm going to have to get sleep. So I'm not planning on staying on and like doing like a cover everything, specifically on the air to cover this specific thing. No, neither camera is frozen. It's obvious neither camera is frozen. You can see somebody walking on one camera and the water moving on the other. So clearly they're not frozen. Mario S. says the ancient site is mainly right next to the evacuation zone, inside the big forest area in the middle of the city. The gray zone inside the green zone. Oh, you mean to the right? I had read that it was in a different location. Is there maybe multiple oldest parts? The city has a number of ruins. Maybe I'll just pin the evacuation order. But the evacuation order is not in English. Well, yeah, so the Tyre Hippodrome is a historical landmark. Yeah, there's several historical landmarks, as our viewer Mario said, in this area here. So, where is it here? Oh, I guess everything in the purple is like, okay. So let me just show you this real quick. So if we look on a map of Tyre, Lebanon here, Tyre Hippodrome is a historical landmark there. There's a historical landmark here, Tyre Al-Bas World Heritage Site, Arch of Hadrian, and over here there's the Tyre World Heritage Site, another one. The evacuation area is basically right in here. So on either side of that evacuation area, you have these historical sites. The evacuation area is in here. There might be other historical sites too. I'm just giving you a basic, what I can basically figure out. Roy Case, who's an Israeli reporter, said this was the first time that Israel had ordered residents in Tyre to evacuate the area. Again, sorry for the audio issues on one of the cameras. The site of the city has been occupied since the Bronze Age, says Wikipedia. Monumental archaeological remains dated from the subsequent Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine, and medieval periods led to its inscription on its archaeological remains on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1984. The development of Tyre was profoundly affected by the construction of a causeway built by Alexander the Great to seize the city. There's a picture on Wikipedia of the Almina city. It's the Almina archaeological site. You can see there's like ruins, and it's next to there's modern buildings behind it. But that's a picture on Wikipedia from Roman Deckard. In the Tyre, Lebanon article. I think there might be a rocket alert. I don't want to get too caught up on other stuff. Yeah, there's a rocket alert in Kiryat, Shmona. I don't even know if I have a camera there right now. No, I do not have access to the Kiryat, Shmona camera right now. There's some rocket alerts in northeastern Israel near the border, according to the so far red alert map, which you can see right there. Again, Reuters says heavy Israeli airstrikes on a large historic Lebanese port city demonstrated there was no respite from the fighting. There were some strikes shortly before we came on the air. Israel began to bomb the UNESCO-listed port city of Tyre Wednesday, roughly 3 hours after issuing an order online for residents to flee central areas. Tens of thousands of people had already fled the city previously. Reuters says that the port is usually a bustling hub for the south, with fishermen, tourists, and even UN peacekeepers on a break from deployments near the border spending time there by the sea. But Israel's evacuation orders this week for the city. I wasn't aware there were others, but I know there's ones today. For the first time, Israel has told people in large parts of the city that they have to evacuate. And the evacuation area leads right up to its ancient castle, says Reuters. Mima Ev says, I hope the historical sites are not destroyed. Strikes started after about 3 hours. Currently, it's about 4.5 hours after the evacuation notice. Thanks, Aurelio, for watching from Spain. Air Fried Tofu says, hope the camera folks are in a safe enough location. Thank you, Flumpingtons, for your support on Twitch. Thank you. I'm going to post the link to the evacuation order in the chat. It's in Arabic, but you can use different things online to translate it. And you can also see the picture. I just posted a link to the evacuation order. See, it says stand by on the big camera, camera 1 right now. That camera sometimes goes in and out. In the meantime, we will make the other one bigger and wait until we get the other one, first one back. Maybe they fixed the sound. I don't know. Oh, nope. Got a little pause there. Timur Azari of Reuters says that this evacuation order is for a large part of the city of Tyre. It looks to me like over 100 buildings are in that red area there. Al Jazeera says Israel began attacks in the historic Lebanese port city of Tyre. Live UA Map said there were more than 6 airstrikes. PSYOP says that is a very large area marked in red. I apologize in advance if there aren't many new developments while we're live. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it seemed to me with this big evacuation order, this huge evacuation order, that Israel has something big planned. But when they do everything, you know, not up to me. So, as I said, at some point I'm going to have to get some more sleep. But I wanted to come on and do some coverage of this because I think it's pretty significant. And it is really, I caught some of the strikes before I came on the air, and it's really, it's quite the thing to see, not in a good way. These large smoke clouds and hearing the booms in this historic city. like I said, you know, when Israel issues an evacuation order for like the southern suburbs of Beirut, normally that red covers like one building, and they pretty much always just destroy the building. Well, this red area is dozens and dozens and dozens of buildings. The Gabalam believes that the evacuation area contains the entire modern city. D says, could this be misdirection from an Iran strike? I don't think so. I don't think there would be much misdirection. I don't think people in Iran are letting their guard down because of what's happening in Tyre. So my answer would be no. I don't think it has anything to do with what's going on with an Iran strike. That is my honest answer. Thank you so much, D. I really appreciate it. Still waiting to get the other camera back. Have they finished the strikes already? I have a hard time believing that they ordered that big of evacuation for just a few strikes. But whether they'll do them more now or later, I don't know. Oh, maybe they're fixing the sound again. Let's see. But again, to me, the amount of strikes so far would not have warranted that giant evacuation order. I could be wrong, though. I don't have video. There's video. I posted some in the chat earlier. I don't have video I can show you of the earlier strikes. Oh, it's possible I have some. I thought there wasn't a Tyre. You know, it's possible. It's actually possible I can get some video. It's weird. I didn't realize this. It's this weird thing. I didn't realize I had access to this camera. I was looking at another camera. I had no idea this camera was on. I can check and see if I can dig up some video of the previous strikes.
تيست 1 2 3 4 تيست.
I'll see what I can find. A little breaking news here. Oh, Lloyd Austin. Oh, I can't use that. But the Secretary of Defense has said, according to Lara Seligman, Lara is with Wall Street Journal, the Secretary of Defense just said of the U.S. that the U.S. is seeing evidence that North Korean troops have gone to Russia. She says that's the first official U.S. confirmation of that. Again, the Secretary of Defense, Austin, said that.
وقت الصوت يا عبد الهادي عم تنقز العالم.
I mean, that had been widely reported, but the U.S. hadn't seen that they'd seen it. They're going to Russia to help Russia with its invasion of Ukraine. That's the idea. Thanks so much, Captain Wacky. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. What happened here? Hold on a second. Oh, I know what happened. Sorry. You know what? I messed something up here. Give me a second. Give me a moment here. I messed something up here. Thank you, David L. David thinks it could be a big air raid event. It could be. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Vegas Bradley. Thank you so much, Vegas Bradley, for your support. And our new member, Cola Rolla, and Jeannie B. And also T to the Z, thank you. And Jean Romaine, thanks for the gift memberships. I appreciate that. About to get, we were supposed to be getting the other camera back shortly.
ليست المواقع الأثرية هي المستهدفة كوثر، إنما هي من أقدم المدن ذات الحضارة الفينيقية القديمة، لكن المستهدف هو كان أحد الأحياء الذي يعتبر بحي الأثر، وهنا إشارة بأن هناك العديد من المواقع الأثرية إلى آلاف السنين ما زالت متواجدة هنا، وهذه المنطقة هي أدرجت إحدى المواقع العالمية التراثية أدرجتها اليونسكو على هذه من ضمن هذه المواقع الأثرية العالمية. إذن منطقة سوريا العديد من المواقع، القلعة المعروفة بالقلعة الأثرية، وهي قلعة مقصودة سياحيا إضافة إلى الشط المعروف بأنه من لبنان هنا في شطفور، وهذه المنطقة السياحية.
Thank you to Cyber One. Thanks, Cyber One. Shout out to our moderators who are here at this very late/early hour. Surly Dev, thank you. Big Ball of Yarn. LB Prairie Dawn, I got that fire. Thank you. Christina Neal is here. Thanks, Christina. Margaret Riley, Beth Shepard, Valerie Gail Griffin, thank you. Beth Mythical, thanks so much for being here. Linda Belk and Larry on X, thank you.
بحسب آخر المعلومات التي وردت أدت إلى سقوط 6 أبنية سكنية وتدمير. نتحدث عن استهدافات تتعلق بمؤسسات تابعة لحزب الله، من بينها مؤسسة الشهيد، من بينها مؤسسة القرض الحسن أو التابعة أيضا لحزب الله. من بين الاستهدافات أيضا مبنى البلدية. هذه المعلومات الواردة وهذه المؤسسات التي كانت استهدفها الطيران الحربي الإسرائيلي قبل ساعتين من الآن. المعالم وبعض المؤسسات التي إضافة بطبيعة في منطقة سور وبعض التي لم تدمير أحد هذه الأحياء في المدينة. إذن الغارات التي استهدفت هذه الأحياء.
Is that smoke? We're seeing smoke, aren't we? Why are we seeing smoke back there? Is that just... Look at the smoke. What is the smoke coming from? Was that there before? Look. Smoke right there. Is it a smokestack or is it just smoke? I don't know. It's definitely smoke.
في قرى الجنوب في بيروت في الضاحية الجنوبية لبيروت، وشاهدنا خلال الأيام الماضية
thank you, Dee.
الطيران الحربي الإسرائيلي جمعية القرض الحسن. هناك أفرع من هذه.
Some people think it's from the earlier strikes. I don't know. But clearly smoking.
تعطي خدمات وتقدم خدمات للمواطنين وبالتحديد للذين يعني لعناصر حزب الله لعائلاتهم. هناك مؤسسات تابعة لحزب الله تعنى.
I haven't seen any reports of new strikes.
تعطي خدمات ليس فقط للمتفرغين ولعناصر حزب الله، إنما أيضا لمختلف المواطنين اللبنانيين. إذن هذه الغارات التي استهدفت هذه الأحياء كوثر أدت إلى دمار كبير بالدرجة الأولى، وأيضا المرافق المتواجدة في تلك الأحياء.
Thank you, Dolores Honeycutt. I appreciate it, Dolores. Thank you. Brian Beelman as well. Thanks, Brian. Giving you some coverage of Tyre, the very historic city of Tyre, Lebanon, where Israel has ordered a huge part of the city to evacuate this morning, about 4.5 hours ago. They conducted some airstrikes about an hour ago. I'm going to guess they're going to do more of them because of the size of that evacuation area. It's enormous. So doing my best to stay awake and give you some coverage of it. But we are seeing smoke back there that we weren't seeing before.
تفضلوا يا جماعة. تفضل فراوي.
Yeah, the smoke, maybe the smoke is coming from earlier strikes. I think did I just hear a boom? Did I just hear a boom or not? I thought I heard something right now. Did you guys hear that? I thought I just heard something. Did anyone hear it? Some people did, some people didn't. The smoke was there. It's from. It wasn't. It was there minutes ago. Hoping to get the other camera back sometime. But definitely you're seeing that smoke back there. Oh, I got it. I got it, guys. I got video. Look, we got video. I got video. There's smoke. There's smoke. There's smoke in the hills there. Look. Look at that. There it is. That's from Tyre right there. That's a live shot of Tyre. Look at that. Wow. So there is a shot of Tyre right there. I think that's, it's hard, so that camera is definitely a view of Tyre, but I don't know exactly where that's pointing to. Maybe that's the boom we heard. Oh, another one? Another one? What's happening now? What's happening now? Another strike, another strike. More strikes. You can see it right there. More strikes right there. More strikes. I'm going to get rid of this thing for the moment. Another strike. Multiple. Another one? There's. Maybe back there, a third one in the back there. Yeah, it looks like there's a strike up there in the hills, which I don't think the hills there would be the evacuation area. So if I can just show you here, the camera is on the beach. The camera is on the is right at the beach. So I believe yeah, I think that strike might be in the evacuation area because the beach I believe is, I don't know if you can even see my pointer, but the beach where the camera is down here. Hang on a second, I gotta fix something. Hold on, it's down here. Give me a second, I gotta refresh something. Let me just refresh something. Hang on a moment. I'm gonna refresh something here. That's better. Yeah, so the beach where the camera is, I believe, is right in here. So looking up, you'd be looking up towards the evacuation area from the beach. So I think I'm not sure. I might be wrong about that. But that might be the evacuation area. I'm not sure. Maybe it's above it. Maybe it's above it. I'm just not sure. Thank you so much to Ken Lance. Hey, that's so nice of you, Ken. Really appreciate it. Ken Lance, thank you. Thanks for being a member too, Ken. Also, Roseanne Bennett, our new member, and E. Oddity, and Dolores Honeycutt, thank you. Yes, Ray Pavarotti said, it's the old camera location in Tyre on the beach. About 5 hours ago, Israel issued an enormous evacuation order, which by my count encompasses over 100 buildings. For a large part of the ancient city of Tyre has been told to evacuate. Jan thinks it's on the mountains in the north. Yeah, maybe it's further back. Maybe it's further back from the evacuation area. I don't know. The evacuation area is roughly, it's like a quarter mile north to south roughly, and then maybe roughly a half mile side to side, but it's densely settled with these big buildings. And a lot of them are under evacuation order. Oh, I found the UN site. Tyre. There are important archaeological remains here, says the UN. Oh, look, hold on a second. Look at the smoke coming. Is that a new strike back in the hills up there? See back there, that might be a new strike all the way back. That might not even be in Tyre in the hills there, but it looks like maybe a new strike. There are important archaeological remains in Tyre, mainly from Roman times, says the UN. It's about 50 miles south of Beirut. It's about 10 miles north of Israel. The UN says the antique town of Tyre was the great Phoenician city that reigned over the seas and founded prosperous colonies such as Cadiz and Carthage. Tyre was directly associated with several stages in the history of humanity. On either side of this evacuation zone are world historical sites, world heritage sites, I believe it is. Like the Tyre Hippodrome. A historical landmark, which is not far from the evacuation site. Evacuation area. The Tyre Hippodrome is a site dating back to the 2nd century AD, built during the Roman era. It's an ancient sporting arena, the Tyre Hippodrome. I'll show you a picture of it. That's the Tyre Hippodrome right there. That's a picture on Wikipedia from Ibrahim Amir Naim. From the, where did I get that? From the Tyre Hippodrome article on Wikipedia. No, it's just, my point about it is it's close to the evacuation area. Just looking at the map, it looks like it's about, a quarter mile from, or even less than, about a quarter mile from the evacuation area. Wikipedia says the Tyre Hippodrome is one of the largest and best preserved Roman hippodromes of its type in the Roman world. It was a public entertainment venue. It was primarily used for chariot racing. Crazy. Hey, thank you to Joe South Oz. I really appreciate it. And Frisian Drone Aviator. Thank you.
شكرا ولا يهمك.
I think NBN Lebanon just did a report from this pool, which we're looking at there. NBN is the National Broadcasting Network. I think that I just saw a video online of the guy at that pool. Thank you to Midnieti Kit, or Midnight Kit. Thank you. It's nice of you. And JVD, thanks for the gift membership. Again, I apologize that one of the cameras has the audio issue. The sound issue is really annoying. I apologize, but there's nothing I can do. Reuters knows about it, but the UNESCO says the key attributes of the property, the imposing ruins from the Roman city and the medieval construction of the Crusades on the former island part and on the mainland, the necropolis, monumental way, aqueduct, and hippodrome reflect the former glory of Tyre. We are here doing live coverage because Israel, about 5 hours ago, ordered the evacuation of a large part of the historical city of Tyre. An evacuation area including dozens and dozens of buildings. That red area up there. They have already launched some airstrikes. Personally, I'm guessing there'll be more. If there will be more while we're on the air, I do not know, but I want to be giving you an update on this situation. At some point, I will need to sleep. Gabby says it's just a wonderful ancient city. This camera you're looking at is on the beach. Although you can't really see that, but it is. At least it looked to be. I just need 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Steve will be back in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I don't know if that was a new strike right there or the old one, but that's burning pretty well, though, right in front of us there. E Oddity says the smoke is picking up. I am really annoyed by the sound issue on that video. It's weird. The video is working fine on that small camera. It's just the sound isn't enough. I guess they can't fix it. By the way, Amakai Stein with Khan News says Israel calls on Israelis to immediately leave the Arugam Bay area and the coastal area in the south and west of Sri Lanka in light of recent information about a terrorist threat that focuses on tourist areas and beaches. This is in Sri Lanka. The U.S. Embassy put out a warning about Sri Lanka. The U.S. Embassy said the embassy in Sri Lanka said they received credible information warning of an attack targeting popular tourist locations in the Arugam Bay area of Sri Lanka. They said the embassy has imposed a travel restriction on embassy personnel for Arugam Bay effective immediately and until further notice. U.S. citizens are strongly urged to avoid the Arugam Bay area until further notice. That's in Sri Lanka. It's off the coast of India. India, Sri Lanka, Arugam Bay. Yes, it is an island. Sorry, I'm a bit tired at the moment, so I'm doing my best to stay on the air and give you some coverage of this. Oh, I wanted to check if I had video of the strike. Sorry. What just happened? The camera just moved. Why did the camera move? Why did the camera move so fast? Something going on? I don't know. I think I might have a video from earlier. I think I might have video. Now what's going on? Is that a new strike? Maybe a new strike right there in the hills. Maybe a new strike in the hills right there. Look at that. That's not in the evacuation area, I don't think, but it's not that far away. I think I have video from earlier, from AFP, of the strikes earlier.
My friends, you know, all the artwork on the wall? My friends, they... So I want to go see it. Whenever they do anything, I photograph it. And I just want to see
We hearing a plane right now? Are we hearing a plane right now? Maybe? I don't know. When the sound is working?
Okay, perfect. Hey, Ashley.
Yes, there is a red alert, a rocket alert north of Haifa. A bunch of rocket alerts north of Haifa. I don't believe I have a Haifa camera right now, but there are a number of rocket alerts north of Haifa. That's, you can see on the camera here, it says Haifa, north of Haifa. That's on the SoFar app. I'll let you know if I hear anything about what was I going to say? I forgot. Anyways, again, really big evacuation order. Much of the city of ancient city of Tyre told to leave about 5-6 hours ago. There have been a few airstrikes there, but I'm expecting more to happen there because of this really big evacuation order that includes dozens and dozens of buildings. Oh, the SoFar, I'll let you know if I hear more about the rocket alert. Some interceptions reported in Haifa Bay area from that rocket alert I'm seeing. That's from Al Jazeera. Hey, thank you, Blaine Walter, for your support. Yep, we will be covering the election. Thanks so much, Blaine Walter. I appreciate it. Are there more airstrikes expected? At some point, I think they're going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen while we're on the air. So I apologize for not, I can't tell you when things are going to happen. I think it's an important story, so I want to be on the air and cover it, but I apologize. I don't have a better idea of when everything's, going to happen. WEFR sent me a video from earlier from Al Jazeera. Thanks, WEFR. I'll post a link in the chat. But the evacuation order is right in the city there. See, it's all of these buildings in here. There's dozens and dozens of buildings in here. It's all under the evacuation order. Normally, for Beirut, they'll have the red square over one building and then they destroy the building. Well, this is dozens and dozens of buildings with the red rectangle over it. I should have a little footage to show you in a moment. Ariana Lee says this is nerve-wracking. Thank you to Alicia Alexander. I very much appreciate it. Also, Rick Vermolen. Thank you, Rick. The strike you're seeing now on the screen is not in the evacuation area. It's like on it. I mean, I don't know what's up there, but that's not the evacuation area. Oh, more rocket alerts. There's a rocket alert. Yeah, a couple rocket alerts in northeastern Israel. I don't have a camera there right now, but northeastern Israel near the border. You can see it on the So Far interactive map. Kiryat, Shmona, and Miskav Am. If I hear anything more about it, I will let you know. Yeah, and one more rocket alert, same, it's around the same area. Looks like similar area. I think. Yeah, there were a couple more rocket alerts in the same area, Kiryat, Shmona, and Miskav. Same as the one a couple minutes ago. And again, it's the same area. Another one Kiryat, Shmona, and Miskavam. And another one right near there. Okay, I think I have the video from before. Oh, I can show you. I'm going to replay some of the strikes, guys. I actually have video of the strikes from before, okay? So we're going to show you a replay of some of the strikes from before. But I need the screen to say replay so people don't get confused. Let me get this on the screen for you so I can show you some of what happened, all right? So it's going to say replay from earlier. And I'll keep an eye on what's going on the live cameras. All right, so we're going to get this on the screen. Ready? I'm going to have it say replay from earlier. Need to make it smaller though. Are you ready for the replay from earlier? Here it is, all right. This is some of what happened. It's about 2 hours ago, I think now. So again, you're watching a replay. Oh, hold on. There it is. Watch. Again, this is a replay from earlier in Tyre, Lebanon. You'll see it in a second. They were having sound issues there too. Right there. There you go. You know what? Give me one moment. Let me just make sure it's the same sound issue. I'm gonna show you that again. Just want to make sure. I think they were having sound issues too. Again, I'm replaying you some of the strikes earlier. Sorry, I missed it. Let me go back. Let me go back. There it is right there. That was one of them. Look at that. Again, that was about 2 hours ago, right in Tyre there. Okay? I'll forward it to the next one. Give me a second, I'll forward it. Oops, that's not what I want to do. All right, let me, that's live there. That's live. All right, here's the next one coming up. This is also, let me show you here. This is a, again, this is going to be the, that's not what I want to do. This is going to be the replay from earlier. Watch what happens here. This is from earlier. This is from earlier. You hear that boom? This is from about 2 hours ago. You heard the boom, right? Watch what you see. I saw this one before I came on the air. Right there. That was a couple hours ago. You heard the boom? Give me 1 second here. There might be an issue that I can fix here. You know what, guys? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna freeze everything for a second. I'm gonna freeze everything. The video's gonna freeze. Oops, sorry. Everything's falling apart here. Why are you seeing this? All right. Let me freeze everything for a moment. I'm gonna try to fix something. I'll show you the rest of that video. It's just, I think there was something I need to reset here. It's bothering me. So if you give me a moment, let me just reset things here. And let's see how things go. Thanks for your patience. I need about maybe 30 or 45 seconds. All right, let's try this again. Almost ready. Almost ready here. Hang on. One moment. One moment. Okay. Now what's happening? What's happening? Okay. We're getting there. That's not what I wanted. Okay, that's good. Fine. And I got to get the camera up. Oh, I was going to play you guys the video. All right, you're looking at. Oh, did it refresh yet or not? Yeah, you're looking at live video here. No, everything didn't refresh. I have to refresh everything. Everything's frozen on the screen. It'll be unfrozen in a second. It'll be unfrozen in a second. There we go. Yeah, you know, oh, so we lost the Reuters camera. So we only have this camera. Now it seems like this camera is having crappy audio too. It's like, I don't know if the internet's like not good there today or something, but the various streams seem to be having issues. That stream, see, it's like kind of freezing and stuff, and we're getting, it's kind of, you know, in and out. So, but let me go back and show you. I was showing you guys some of the video from before. So let me do that again. Hang on a second here. I'll show you some more of the video in a second. From earlier. Yeah, it's just like cutting out. That's what it's been all day there. Here is so here's a replay. Oh, this is not a I'm sorry. That is live. You've been looking at a live shot, not a replay. The replay is the video I'm about to show you. Sorry, it's just so messed up. Here's the replay. Now you're watching a replay from earlier. That's a replay. And I want to just show you some of what happened. Right here, watch. You'll hear a boom. I think you'll hear a boom, then it'll pan over. I think the boom already happened. See, that was earlier. That was about 2 hours ago. So there were several strikes like this a couple hours ago. And I know it's pausing and stuff. Why is it so bad? Hang on one second here. I'm just rewinding. So I'm just checking something. I just rewound it for a second just to check something. All right, sorry. So that was this one. Let me just see if there's another one I can show you. If I forward through. Here was another one. Here's another one that happened right here. Watch this. Coming up right now. Again, this was a replay from about 2 hours ago. Technic says these were the biggest strikes from earlier. Right there. Again, this was earlier in Tyre. I know there's some freezing and some stuff, but this is what was going on shortly before we came on the air. This is what made me come on the air. It's not buffering. It's not buffering from me to you. It's just the video coming out from Tyre today is just like this on multiple cameras. There's pauses, there's audio. It's just, it is what it is today from, you know, at least we're getting some video from there. But yeah, this was going on. This is why I came on the year. Because this was like shortly before I came on the year. And I was like, wow. Sabrina thinks it's going to look like Gaza soon. And then that damage to that building might have been there before from weeks ago. I'm not sure. All right, let me just kind of forward through a little bit. Again, this was earlier. Let me just forward through, see if there's anything else. I don't know if that was it. There weren't like that many strikes, you know? Yeah, I think like eventually, eventually this is probably when I got on the air. That was it. So, you know, at least on this camera, that's what we saw on that camera. So that's from AFP. But, you know, given how big the evacuation area was, the evacuation area is dozens and dozens of buildings and many city blocks. I have a hard time believing that's all the airstrikes are going to be. But they could do more tomorrow or something like that. You know, I don't know. Oh, what am I seeing here? What's this? I'm seeing something on the northern border camera. Was there a rocket hit there? Look at this. Let me show you something. Look at this. That is from the northeast border. Sorry, between Israel and Lebanon. Why is this not working? What happened? Is there an airstrike? Oh, it's strikes, strikes. Look, new strikes. New strikes in Tyre. Whoa, new strikes in Tyre, Lebanon, guys. Look at this. New strikes in Tyre right here. That's live. This is not a replay. None of this is a replay. This is live. I don't know if that is in the that might be outside of the evacuation area. I don't know. But the camera's at the beach. So that's new strikes in the Tyre area. And then this is the, what am I even doing here? Hold on. That is the Israel-Lebanon border, where there may have been a rocket that hit or something. Don't want to get in the way, though. And again, the video signal from Tyre is not great, so we're getting freezing and stuff, but at least you guys can see what's going on there and hear some of it. Oh, you know what? You know what? It's happening. Why is it bad there? I feel like something's going on. I gotta like look into this. There might be something. I know the signal's been going in and out in Tyre, but there's like other issues too. I gotta check everything when I get off the air. What will test it? Let me play my own video. Let me play me talking and see if I'm cutting out, because then there's another issue, audio issue going on. I don't know why that camera's cutting out. You're going to hear a double of me in a second. Hold on. You're going to hear me talking. What will test it? Let me play my own video. Let me play me talking and see if I'm cutting out, because then there's another issue, audio issue going on. I don't know why that camera's cutting out. That seemed fine. You're going to hear a double of me in a second. Hold on. Yeah, it's weird. So the Tyre videos seem to have the sound cutting in and out. And even that Israel-Lebanon border video has the sound coming in and out. So I don't know if it's just the area today, something with the signal coming out of that area in general. Yeah, you guys have not heard me cutting out at all, right? Yeah, people are saying it's the camera. So, but it's weird because it's not just one camera. It's been all of the cameras from Tyre, Lebanon, and actually even that border shot seems to be doing it as well. Okay, so yeah, so because if it was something like on my computer, I would think you'd have my voice. I mean, having an issue. And then when I played the video of me and my voice, it was fine. So normally we don't have this, but like every time I try to play you a video, a live shot, the live shots are all having issues of different sorts. I mean, it's not bad right now. We're not hearing that much cutting in and out now, but there is some. But hey guys, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that. That's the border area. Again, I think there might have been a rocket hit in the border area there. Let me look up and see what I can find about that. I haven't had a second to look. But that's in Kiryat, Shmona on the border with Lebanon, and you can see the smoke coming up. There were several rocket alerts there, which is why I think it was probably a rocket of some sort. But let me just double check. Some of you might know that already, but Fender Fuchs says there was in Kiryat Shmona something hit there, a projectile. Let me just confirm that. That's what it looks like. Yes, the IDF says about a half an hour ago, there were basically like 30 rockets. In about a half an hour ago, shot into Israel. And roughly 10 of them, I think, were shot at Kiryat Shmona, and some of them hit the ground. Some of them were not shot down, the IDF says. So I think that smoke you're seeing on the right up there is one of those. Let's see. Let me see what else I can find here. Yes, so like current news, who I follow on Telegram, they're saying there were multiple rocket falls in Kiryat Shmona. So to repeat, what you're seeing here is one of those, I believe, a rocket fall. A rocket hit the ground there, and something is burning there in Kiryat Shmona on that shot. And then in Tyre, Lebanon, there's just airstrikes. Again, I don't know that this airstrike was in the evacuation area, but it was another one. Yeah, East of Mars says that can't be the red zone they posted. It looks to me a little far back, but I don't know for sure. And what I'll do, I'm going to switch the video for a second just to see if it cuts out. I'm going to play you, it's UK Parliament video. Just for a second, I'm going to switch the video on the left. And let's just see how the sound
is dire, and we need an immediate ceasefire and much
Sounds
more
fine.
aid allowed to flow
Hasn't
in and
cut
an
out
immediate
yet.
release of all the hostages.
Nothing's cutting out.
We have suspended UK export licenses
Right.
to Israel for items that might be used in the current conflict, and this government has concluded that there is a clear risk that items exported to Israel might be used in
Yeah,
serious
that just
violations
seems
of
like it's
international
playing
humanitarian
fine
law
there,
in Gaza.
All right, again, it just seems like video coming out from this area is having issues today. Thanks, Martin Gingrich. Did Israel intentionally let some rockets through? I don't believe so. I mean, sometimes the rockets are allowed to land in open areas. I mean, that one in Kiryat Shmona doesn't seem like it's in a very open area. I don't know, though. I think some might have just gotten through, Martin. But I'm not positive. Yeah, because Israel, I am positive. Because the IDF, when they let ones land in open areas, they'll say they landed in open areas. They said that there were some falls reported, meaning that some of them actually didn't get shot down and then hit. Thank you so much, Martin Gingrich. I really appreciate that. Thank you also, Laur, L-A-U-R, for Laur from Canada for your support. And Alicia Alexander, thank you for the gift memberships. I very much appreciate that. We heard a boom somewhere. Where was that boom? Was that in Tyre or was that on the border? Because on the border, you're going to hear artillery and stuff. The Israel-Lebanon border, you expect to hear artillery and tank fire, which might have been just there. But maybe that was in Tyre. I don't know. But that's a normal sound for the border. By the way, there is some kind of big fire going on in Tyre, Lebanon right now. I don't know if it's within the city limits, but look at that fire going from the airstrike there. That is really going. I'll see if I can get you any update about that. That's very big. Yeah, Al Jadid News, actually, Lebanese News posted a video of a rocket fall in Kiryat Shmona, Israel. I'll post a link to that. Al Mayadeen said a number of rockets fell on 3 buildings in Kiryat Shmona. That's in the top left there. I just heard a boom. Now, where was that? Which camera was that on? I don't know. Thank you, Otis Fats. Amakai Stein for Khan News Israel says that there's intelligence that there was going to be an attack against Israelis on the shores of Sri Lanka. He said that Israel has called on Israelis to immediately leave the Arugam Bay area and the coastal area in the southwest of Sri Lanka. If you missed it, Israel, I want to say about 7 hours ago, issued an evacuation order for a large part of the ancient city of Tyre, Lebanon. Dozens and dozens of buildings in the evacuation area. They told people they needed to leave immediately. And then there was an initial round of airstrikes like 3 or 4 hours after that. I certainly think there's going to be more airstrikes in that area, but I don't think this one was, but I'm not sure. Now that thing, I think that was from the Israel-Lebanon border, what you just heard, that boom there. But it was the first time, I believe, people had been told to leave, certainly on such a large scale, leave Tyre, Lebanon. Thanks, Wu-Tang Savage, for your support. I appreciate that. Also, The Guardian One. So generous of you, The Guardian One. Thanks for your support, The Guardian One. Thanks also, Null Spot, our new member. Thanks to... Hey, thanks to Sweetums for your support on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Sweetums, thank you. And also Deep Fried Swifty, thanks for subscribing. Much appreciated. Also, thanks so much to our moderators. Like Big Ball of Yarn, LB Prairie Dawn, I Got That Fire, and Surly Dev on Twitch, thank you. Linda Belk and Larry on X, Beth Mythical, Sabrina on YouTube, Thank you. Donnie Davio, thank you. And thanks to Nellie from Australia, thank you for your support. And Rick D, thanks so much, Rick D, for the gift memberships. That's really nice of you. Thanks, Rick D. Also, thanks so much to Paul Anderson, who's over there moderating on Facebook right now. Thanks, Paul. Christina Neal as well, Valerie Gale Griffin. We're bringing you some live updates. I came on the air to cover this Tyre story. AP has an update. They say Israel strikes pound Lebanese coastal city after residents evacuate. There's a photo from one of the strikes there. Israeli jets struck multiple buildings in Lebanon's southern coastal city of Tyre today, sending large black clouds of black smoke into the air. The state-run national news agency reported that an Israeli strike on the nearby town of Marrakech killed 3 people. There are no reports of casualties at this point in Tyre, where the Israeli military issued evacuation warnings prior to the strikes. Tyre, a provincial capital, had largely been spared in the Israel-Hezbollah war, but strikes in and around the city have intensified recently. The ancient city of Tyre, about 50 miles south of Beirut, is known for its pristine beaches, ancient harbor, and imposing Roman ruins and hippodrome, where they used to have chariot races. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is among Lebanon's largest cities and a vibrant metropolis, which is usually popular with tourists, says AP. The city's history extends to the 5th century BCE. The buildings struck on Wednesday were between several heritage sites, including the Hippodrome and a cluster of seaside sites associated with the ancient Phoenicians and the Crusaders. The Israeli military issued evacuation warnings in Tyre a few hours prior for dozens of buildings in the heart of the city. It's dozens and dozens. By my count, it was over 100. It told residents to move north of the Awali River, which is dozens of miles to the north. So it told residents they needed to go dozens of miles to the north, because Israel said there were Hezbollah assets in the area. But Israel did not elaborate or provide evidence of that. Tyre is in southern Lebanon, where the Shiite Muslim Hezbollah has a strong presence, and its legislators are members of the group or its allies. But Tyre is also home to civilians with no ties to Hezbollah, including a sizable Christian community. That is from AP. Here's another photo of one of the attacks on Tyre. A couple hours ago, one of the strikes. Here's another photo. I'll show you one more. There's another photo from strikes on Tyre. Tom73 says, where are the people supposed to go? Hang on, I wanted to mention something to you guys. That was a boom. I don't know if that was on the border or the Tyre camera. We'll have to see. By the way, AP reports that police in Sri Lanka have raised security around a popular surfing destination after receiving information about a possible threat to Israeli travelers. And the Israeli Prime Minister's office, as Michael Horowitz found this, the Israeli Prime Minister's office posted and said, the Israeli Prime Minister's office said, the National Security Headquarters calls on Israelis to immediately leave the Arugam Bay area and the coastal area in the south and west of Sri Lanka. The National Security Headquarters is raising the travel warning for Sri Lanka today in light of recent information about a terrorist threat focused on tourist areas and beaches. This is the update from, you can see it right here. Hold on a second. Here. National Security Headquarters. National Security Headquarters calls on the Israelis to immediately leave the Arugam Bay area and the coastal area in the south and west of Sri Lanka. They say, Israel says, Israelis planning to come to Sri Lanka are advised to postpone their trip unless it is an essential trip. Avoid gatherings of Israelis in public spaces at sites where there is no security. Avoid externalizing Israeli identity symbols in the public sphere there in Sri Lanka. Avoid movements with Hebrew shirts or symbols that betray origin and religion. So again, it sounds like there's a threat, intelligence of a threat to Israelis in Sri Lanka. Thank you so much, Geert VD Well and Darren 175. Thanks for the gift memberships, Darren. It's really nice of you. Thank you, Geert. I appreciate your kind words. Before Israel issued that travel warning, there was a U.S. travel warning. About Sri Lanka. And the U.S. travel warning said, where is it here? I had it. To find it. I had it here before. Where is it? Alerts for U.S. citizens. Yeah, today the U.S. said that they had received credible warning of an attack targeting popular tourist locations in the Arugam Bay area of Sri Lanka. The embassy has posed a travel restriction on embassy personnel for Arugam Bay effective immediately and until further notice. U.S. citizens are strongly urged to avoid the Arugam Bay area until further notice in Sri Lanka. So again, intelligence pointing at a possible terror attack in Sri Lanka. Tourism in Arugam Bay is dominated by surf tourism, says Wikipedia. Tourists are also attracted to the local beaches, lagoons, historic temples in the nearby national park. Thank you, Valley, for your support. I appreciate it, Valley. Thank you. What groups are in Sri Lanka? I don't know what group there would be attacking Israeli specifically. There were big terror attacks there in, I think, 2019. Easter bombings. Yes, in 2019, there were bombings on Easter Sunday of 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels. I'm reading the Wikipedia article about it now. Those bombers, according to the government, were all Sri Lankan citizens associated with NTJ, a local Islamist militant group with suspected foreign ties. So, could there have been something like that going on with a plan to target Israelis? I don't know. Winged Shadow says Arugam Bay is predominantly Muslim. I cannot confirm that. I'm not saying you're lying or anything, but I don't have that on the top of off the top of my head. I can't confirm it. But again, there was a big terror attack there in 2019, which you can read about on Wikipedia. 2019 Sri Lanka Easter bombings, where an Islamist group, according to the government, attacked churches and luxury hotels. A total of 269 people were killed in that attack. Additional 500 injured. Hey guys, so I think I need to hold on a second here. Our viewer Shane PS2 thinks there's going to be an amphibious assault on Tyre to secure the road south to Haifa. That's what Shane thinks. Thanks, Shane, for writing in. Just heard what might have been a boom, maybe on the Israel-Lebanon border. But Yeah, guys, I think probably I really need to get a bunch of sleep. So I'm pretty exhausted. So I think this might be a good time to do that. By the way, thank you to Midgers70s over there on Twitch. I appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, so, you know, I was not planning on doing a stream at this hour, but that news that they were striking, I actually started seeing airstrikes taking place in Tyre, Lebanon. You know, this was after that they had issued this huge evacuation order, which I'll show you again. It's huge. It's dozens and dozens of buildings. Here is the evacuation order here that was issued about, I want to say about 7 hours ago by Israel. But I mean, look at that, the part in red. There's so many buildings there. It's not like the usual evacuation order where it's one building in red and then they knock down the building. I mean, there are dozens and dozens of buildings in that red area there. So to me, that suggests there's going to be some major operation. And there were not that many airstrikes. So I would be really surprised if the airstrikes from a couple hours ago were it. And just so you can see here, if I show you a map, a Google map here, are you seeing this or not? Oh, I know what's going on. So we're talking like everything in here, all of this basically in here is the evacuation order area. I mean, that's a lot of buildings in there. That's not one building. That's dozens and dozens of buildings in there. So, you know, we'll have to see what's happening. But I came on because I saw those airstrikes and I said, I don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to do more airstrikes? It's a historic city. They're famous historic city. So I figured we'd do some coverage. But we've been seeing some strikes in the Tyre general area, but I don't know that any have happened in the evacuation area since we've been on the air. But, you know, when I came on the air, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to certainly be keeping my eye on that area. But, you know, I apologize if I miss things when I'm sleeping, but I need to, in my judgment, it was worth popping on to see what we could see. And, you know what? I'll do one more time, just really quickly here. Just for people who didn't see it, let me just show you again what these airstrikes looked like when they happen. Real quick, I'll do this. Why not? Why not? If you didn't see them. I'll just quickly show you that. This is a replay, so this is not going to be live footage I show you. But this is from the AFP video earlier, but it's pretty striking when they happen. Now that was one. Right here. Hold on. So just keep watching here. You'll see one of the strikes in Tyre earlier. And the camera's on the beach in Tyre there in that shot. This was a few hours ago, I believe, at this point. Hang on, you'll see it in a second. See that? That was one of the strikes. Really, it's like, wow. So that was one of them. Again, a few hours ago. Yeah, surreal scene, as Dave Jones says. All right, so I'll forward past. This is a replay. I'll forward to the next one, if I can find the next one. Where was the next one? Right here. Coming up right here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta catch it right time. Oh, hold on. Sorry. So here's some more strikes that happened a little earlier. Sorry about the audio cutting in and out and everything and all that happening. Wow, crazy. Looked like several of them, maybe. This is what I was seeing right before I came on the air, and I was like, are they going to keep doing this, Because there was such a big evacuation area. So I was like, well, I'll go on the air because this is really pretty crazy what's going on. But basically, I got on the air, and there was a few of the strikes, and then by the time I got on the air, they seemed to stop for the moment, so. But I would not be surprised if there are more there. All right, now was there another one here somewhere? Is that another one? No, we saw that one. Same. I think there's maybe one more. I thought there was maybe one I missed when we just went over. I thought there was maybe one more. We saw that one. That's before. Oh, this one. This is the other one. This is the other one that happened. Right here. This is the one other one I have on the footage. There is a rocket alert right now. Hold on. Let me just check the rocket alert real quick. Give me a second. Near Kiryat Shmona, you might see an interceptor go up here. It's right near here. It's right near Kiryat Shmona. Can you hear it? I think you can hear it. I can hear the sirens. I could. I think we just saw an interceptor go up. Yeah, an interceptor. Whoa! We just saw the interceptor go up, and it hit. We just saw it go up. That's live. This is not a replay. This is live. Wow. You know what? I figured something out. Wow. So we just heard some interceptions. You know what, give me a second. I think I'm having an issue with my headphones. Let me take out my headphones for a second. Sorry, give me a second here. The broadcast will pause for a second. Just give it a second. I think there's something going on with those. Yeah. Sorry, sorry, I was muted. I had to switch my headphones. I thought, anyways, don't worry about that. I was going to maybe try to replay for you what we just saw. Because we just saw, I think we saw the interceptor go up. Let me replay that for you. Give me a second, I'll replay it for you. 50, 42 to 50. What is happening here? There's like a weird sound. I'm sorry for the sound issues today, guys. I gotta like fix this. It's very weird. It's possible there's a weird sound thing on my end. I really apologize. I gotta deal with this when I get off the air. It's really annoying. Here, let me show you the interceptor that just happened. Right here. So this was moments ago. This is moments ago. Hold on. This was moments ago. Replay from earlier. I'm going to replay this from earlier so you can see the interceptor go up. That's in Kiryat, Shmona. Turn that down. Okay. Oh, that's from the AFP. All right, hold on. All right, let's see if this works. Watch, we're gonna see the interceptor now when the rocket alert happened. Right there, the interceptor got fired up there, right there. Hold on. Watch right here. Right in here, you see the interceptor go up right there? See the white line right there? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Right here. The interceptor's right here. I'm going to play it again. You see it go up right here. There it is. That's when it goes up right there. Right there. You see it go up right there. You can actually see it get fired. There it is right there. All right, guys, you know what's got to happen? So I need to deal with like an audio thing here that's going on. It's just something on my end. It's cutting in and out, and some of it, it's not just I don't think it's just the footage where it's coming from. There's something on my end. I kind of just have to reset everything here. And I'm exhausted. Let me just show you this real quick. Now what's going on? Now what's happening? Yeah, I don't know if there was another strike on the Tyre camera. That's live. Yeah, I just got to wrap this up. I got to wrap it up. I'm exhausted, and I got to fix this audio thing because it's gonna drive me crazy. So let me fix it. Thank you, Robin Ridge. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a Green Giant. I'm gonna do a really quick goodbye. So we came on to give you some coverage of the Tyre stuff. We saw some other stuff going on, but I'm like can't think straight, and I'm exhausted, and I need to sleep, and I got to fix this audio problem. So anyways, I really, really appreciate you joining for this kind of extra stream here. Like literally the whole stream sound has been cutting in and out, and I think that a big part of that is something on my end which I have to fix. I don't know what time I'm coming back. I just got to sleep. I got to get some sleep. So I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thanks so much to our moderators for being here. Big Ball of Yarn, LB Prairie Dawn. I got that fire early, Dev. Thank you. Christina Neal. Paul Anderson, Valerie, Gail Griffin, Margaret Riley, all of our moderators on Facebook, Lou Green and Linda Belk on X, Donnie Davio, Sabrina. Really appreciate people being here. Danny James, and all of our other moderators too, and all of you guys. Oh, there's a new airstrike there on the Tyre camera in the distance on the hill. See the airstrike on the hill there, guys? Right there. Right there. So, all right. Let me get. I also thanks to everybody who donated. That's super nice of you guys. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. And subscribe, follow. Agenda Free TV. Turn on the notifications. We have free notifications. The mods will post the link to the notification system. Again, I'm sorry it's a bit of a mess here right now, but like I'm just exhausted. I'm not even thinking straight. And I've been having sound cutting in and out of my ear for 3 hours now. It's driving me nuts. So I got to fix it. Okay? So again, really appreciate you being here. Thanks to all of our moderators. Thanks to all of you guys, all of our subscribers, all of our members. Sorry for the quick goodbye, but I just got to get some sleep. All right. So thank you for joining, and we will see you very soon with more live coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.